The next show we're going to be talking about is Chaos Child.
Yeah, I hadn't watched this one.
Yes, I was kind of excited for this one because I think for Chaos Head, which is the prequel, I had only seen like maybe the first couple episodes, and I went like the weekend after I watched Blue Exorcist, I went ahead and watched this one too, and there's a lot of shows I need to prep for, and after watching this that series, it's very dated. It doesn't hold up as well as Blue Exorcist does. And,
so Chaos Head, you mean?
Yes, Chaos Head does not hold up as well.
Gotcha.
But I watched the first episode of Chaos Child, and I was confused again. I was like, wait a minute. That happened in the first series. Wait.
Are they just redoing it?
So the first episode was an hour long.
Oh God!
Yes,
it was a recap episode.
Yeah, so the first 30 minutes or so, it's like the first series just squeezed down to like the most important parts, which was very confusing because I remember all of the details. I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna do this part, and then he's gonna they skipped that. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, this part, and then they're gonna they skipped that scene too. Oh, well, what happened to that one character that was talking to him throughout a lot of the series? They cut her completely out. I'm like, yeah, that would make sense because you would have to kind of explain her reasoning for being there because she was like his delusion. Mm-hmm. And it didn't really, it's not really important to jump you into the second season. So, and then there were some parts that happened and I'm like, I didn't remember it happening in the first season. So a character died. And I'm like, she didn't die in the first season, did she? So the first 20 minutes, I'm like, oh God, what is happening? So I'm like, is this first episode just going to be the first season all over again? And then you get an intro and you get new characters. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now they're continuing. And basically, the same things that happened in the first season are going to be happening again, which is so basically there's all of these mysterious murders and everybody in the town is talking about this. They call it they'll call it some kind of thing. Like I think right now it's called like what is it, crazy madness or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But there's like all these mysterious murders and they're happening like consecutively. So you can tell that there's something behind it. It's not just a coincidence that these people are dying. The second season is way more gory than the first season.
Oh, wow.
Or because I don't know. It's like violence back in what? I'd say violence in anime 10 years ago is different from violence in anime now. So it's fine.
It's fine, you know.
It's kind of it's kind of scary, and I don't really like horror anime, but I haven't watched one in a long time, so I'm kind of like, you're gonna watch all of this because you haven't seen a scary anime in a while. So it's refreshing for the story to have like a complete twist like this. Well, they just upgraded it. Like, a lot of the way that the town was talking was because it's a busy town. There's like a lot of people on the streets and everything like that, and there's always people just hanging around outside. Everybody's hanging out with each other, and then there's these screens on the buildings with the news on, and people are all talking about that, and people are all like chatting on their cell phones. Well, now social media is way bigger, so you don't actually have to be downtown in the city talking with people to have that amount of communication. You can be in your class, like they're in the main characters are kind of in this club, like a lot of anime, and they have just as enough information as the people who are actually there because of how social media is like way bigger nowadays. So it's cool for them to have. It's cool the way that they're showing some of the same information, same reactions to all these different incidents and mysterious murders that are happening, but the main characters weren't there. They're actually somewhere completely different. So And because of that, they can kind of expand the reach of whoever's behind all of this, because everybody doesn't have to be downtown all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool show. Me, I'm a big chicken, so it's kind of scary. But I really like how they're kind of it's like a retelling, upgraded version of the story. And like one of the main guys knows a lot about what happened before, because he's like into like the occult and that kind of creepy stuff. And so he always finds a way to tie it back to the old one, where he's like, oh, 8 years ago or whatever, it happened on this date, and that date. And it's like, it's doing the exact same things. So tomorrow something should happen. And it's I was kind of creeped out by him, and I'm glad that like another character is like, why are you like that? Why are you grinning about all these gruesome murders? I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that's creeped out. So I'm glad that there's some people who are kind of like, some of the characters are kind of just as worried as me. So yeah, I would definitely say you don't need to watch the first series to be able to enjoy this one, because they refer back to the first one a lot, and the first one was kind of weird and confusing. So you could just jump into this one, and the first 20 minutes will tell you what happened in the first series anyway, and then 2, they'll do a lot of flashbacks. Not too many, but enough to actually let you know what happened.
Gotcha. Okay. You were a demon. We didn't tell you. You were a half demon. Now you got to figure this stuff out like really quick, like super quick. Figure it out now.
Because they're attacking.
They're attacking. They're like, what? What the hell am I doing?
For some reason, there was a laptop in her room with a game installed on it.
And already playing.
And she don't know where it came from. Ooh, what if somebody planted it?
It's possible.
Ooh, that would be, if they put that in that show, I would absolutely, oh my God.